All right. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday's live Q&A. Today we're talking about feedback from practice essay number 7 and the question for practice essay number 8. If you turned in practice essay number 7 by Monday, should have it back in Google Classroom so you can take a look at feedback. And then practice essay number 8, I put up the question in Google Classroom. I also put a video where I talked about some of the issues with practice essay 7. And I just basically read through the prompt with you for practice essay number 8. Quick reminder that essay number 8, the passage goes on to a second page. Both pages are in the PDF that's uploaded in the Google Classroom. So everything you need is right there. I'm not really going to talk a whole lot about the prompt until I start seeing some essays for number 8 because, next Wednesday, you're not going to have anybody breaking down the prompt for you. So you need to be able to do that. I also pulled one that they haven't been using in the AP review classes. So it'll be, kind of a surprise for you. So let's see. Issues with practice essay number 7. We need to make sure that our commentary connects your quote to your thesis. Essay number 7 is about the narrator's attitude towards Zenobia and ways that the attitude changes over the course of the passage. The most successful essays talked about how, the narrator begins with at least some confusion, perhaps some irritation, and then moves on to resentment, a little bit more bitter sense of disappointment. And some of you wanted to talk about diction, and a reminder that if you're going to talk about diction, word choices, you have to say, okay, why did they choose this word and not that word? Or why did they choose this word in particular? So you want to pick out a word from your quote or your phrase, and you want to talk a little bit about it. Some reminders: if you have not filled out your College Board survey that they emailed you, you need to fill that out. You should get an email by Monday, if not sooner, that has your e-ticket. You should have also gotten an email that has a day of exam checklist. You want to start working through that. The test starts at 1. I would sit down around 12:30, make sure you have a nice quiet area. I'd set up your pre-writing, whatever pre-writing outline you're going to use, and get ready to go. And then 1 o'clock, when the question hits, you're ready to roll. So before that, have a clock in place. They will have a timer on the screen that you can look at too, and that'll be helpful. So, I would recommend that you not minimize away from that timer, because obviously you don't want to run out of time. So do we have any questions in here? I did not see. Let's see here. Questions from Remind. No, I don't see any questions in Remind. What, if you hand wrote essay 6 or 7, and you want to try typing number 8 and see if you can get that done in the time frame, that's fine. But by now you should have a sense of whether writing or typing is going to make sense for you, which you can do faster. Obviously, you can upload either one. If you're going to write it, I would write it in pen so that your writing is clear and visible. It's okay if you make mistakes. Just take one line, draw one line through the words that you don't want the reader to look at. Don't spend time, crossing them out or drawing a huge block in front of them. The reader will overlook anything that has a line through it. So I would use ruled paper, paper with lines, if you're going to handwrite it, instead of like typewriter paper. So paper from a notebook. It could be wide rule or college rule. Doesn't really matter. But you're going to want to follow, the outline that we've talked about. All right, what questions do you have? Okay, tomorrow in the AP live class, there's going to be a session. They're calling it a master class. They're going to have an author there talking. That'll be kind of interesting. Obviously, you have the time to work on essay number 8. Send me any questions that you have. And so I guess we will see you around this time tomorrow.